In 2015, my financial advisor literally laughed at me when I told him my plan. He said, and I quote, "That's financial suicide." Today, that same advisor called me asking how I did it. Because while everyone else is grinding until 65, I'm looking at retirement in my early 50s, and I'm not even close to rich. Here's what's wild. The strategy I'm about to show you has been hiding in plain sight since 1997. The IRS created it. It's 100% legal, but financial advisors hate when people use it. Why? I'll tell you in a minute, but first, you need to understand why everything you've been told about retirement is designed to keep you working longer than you need to. And stick around, because at the 6-minute mark, I'm going to show you the exact calculator I use to figure out if this works for you. Most people get this part completely wrong. Quick question. Do you know when the 401k was invented? 1978. It was literally designed as a supplement to pensions, not a replacement. But somewhere along the way, companies realized, hey, why don't we just stop doing pensions entirely and tell everyone to use these instead? Genius move for them, terrible for you. Because here's the trap nobody talks about. Traditional retirement advice has you putting money into accounts you literally cannot touch for 30 or 40 years without massive penalties. Age 35? Your money's locked until 59 and a half. Age 45? Still locked until 59 and a half. Age 50? You guessed it, 5, 9 and a half. And this is where it gets worse, and this is what nobody tells you. What if you want to retire at 55, or 52, or even 60, just a few years early? Well, you've got this massive pile of money sitting there that you can't use without paying a 10% penalty, plus income taxes. So what do most people do? They keep working. Not because they want to, but because their money is literally being held hostage by the IRS. Now, before I tell you the strategy, and I promise we're getting there, I need you to understand something. When I first heard about this, I thought it sounded sketchy, like a loophole that would get you audited. But then I found out that the IRS literally created this rule on purpose. It's Section 72T of the tax code, and it's been there since 1997. So what is it? It's called a SEPP, Substantially Equal Periodic Payments. I know, worst name ever. It sounds like a disease. But stay with me, because this is where it gets interesting. Here's what it lets you do. You can start withdrawing money from your retirement accounts before age 59 and a half, with 0 penalties. Let me say that again, 0 penalties. The catch is you have to follow a very specific formula, and once you start, you're committed for at least 5 years, or until you turn 59 and a half, whichever's longer. This is exactly why financial advisors hate it. Remember when I said my advisor laughed at me? Here's why. Most financial advisors get paid in 2 ways. 1, a percentage of your assets under management. The longer your money stays invested with them, the more they make. 2, commissions when you buy certain products through them. So when you tell them you want to start pulling money out of your retirement accounts early, that's less money they're managing, less fees for them. Plus, and this is the kicker, most advisors are taught that early withdrawal equals bad, period. They're not trained to help people retire early. They're trained to help people accumulate the biggest possible nest egg by 65. But here's what changed everything. Around 2020, something shifted. The FIRE movement, Financial Independence Retire Early, went mainstream. Suddenly, thousands of people started asking, wait, why am I waiting until 67 to retire if I could do it at 55? And when they started digging, they found Section 72T. The IRS data is wild. From 2010 to 2023, the number of people using SEPs increased by over 300%. But here's where most people screw it up, and why you need to watch the next 2 minutes very carefully. Okay, so you're probably thinking, this sounds amazing. Where do I sign up? Not so fast. There are 3 methods for calculating your SEP withdrawals, and choosing the wrong one could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. Method 1. RMD method. This gives you the smallest payments but the most flexibility. Method 2. Fixed amortization. This gives you larger, more stable payments. Method 3. Fixed annuitization. This typically gives you the highest payments but locks you in the most. When I went with Method 2, here's why. At age 47, with $500,000 in my IRA, it allowed me to pull out about $23,000 per year with 0 penalties. Now, that's not enough to live on by itself, but combined with some rental income and a small side business, I was able to retire at 52 instead of 65. That's 13 extra years of freedom. But, and this is huge, you cannot mess with the payments once you start. If you take out too much or too little, the IRS will retroactively apply penalties to every withdrawal you've made. This is why you need professional help setting it up. I'm talking about a CPA who specifically understands Section 72T, not just any tax person. And here's the other thing nobody talks about. You need enough money outside your retirement accounts to bridge the gap. Most people have 90% of their wealth locked in 401ks and IRAs. If that's you, this strategy won't work yet. You need to be more diversified first. All right, remember when I said I'd show you the calculator? Here it is. This is the free calculator I used, 72.net. You plug in your age, your account balance, and it shows you exactly how much you can withdraw under each method. Here's what you do. Step 1, go to 72.net. It's free, no sign up needed. Step 2, enter your current age and IRA balance. Step 3, compare the three methods and see what monthly income you'd get. Step 4, ask yourself honestly, can I make this work with my other income sources? If the answer is yes, then step 5 is to talk to a tax professional who knows Section 72T inside and out. Now, here's who the strategy is not for. If you're under 45 with less than $300,000 saved, if you have zero income outside retirement accounts, if you're not disciplined with money, if you think you might need to change your withdrawal amounts. But if you're between 45 and 55, you've got $400,000 or more saved, you have some other income sources, and you're desperate to retire early, then this might be exactly what you've been looking for. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. This strategy isn't for everyone. It requires planning, discipline, and professional guidance. But the reason it went from hated to revolutionary is simple. It works. The early retirees who used this in the early 2000s, they're now in their 60s, living proof that you don't have to wait until you're old to enjoy retirement. Your financial advisor probably won't bring this up. Why would they? It doesn't benefit them. But now you know it exists. So here's my challenge. Go to that calculator, run your numbers, see what's actually possible. And if you want me to break down the three calculation methods in detail or show you how to diversify your retirement savings for maximum flexibility, let me know in the comments. Drop a SEPP if you're actually going to check this out. I read every single comment. And if you found this valuable, share it with someone who's been complaining about working until 65. They'll thank you later. I'll see you in the next one.